Hello everybody, it's Christine and it's time for Scraplift Crafternoon, and this is my first one in, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks I think, because I finally got moved, and so I told the ladies I am back at it. So here's our inspiration. It's by dweber.crafty on Instagram. We'll have links below. And what she has is 3 photos. She has like a main photo and then 2 little, isn't that adorable, by the way? Look at that little baby. He is too cute. She's kind of got a fall thing going on here. I'm not using fall. I do have 3 pictures. She's got some layers behind the photo, like 1, 2, 3 paper layers plus 1, 2, 3 papers here. She's matted the photos. I'm going to call this kind of your visual triangle here. And she's got a tag and then this cute little banner coming across with a little Brad. I'm going to think on that one. The pictures I have are from my daughter's bridal shower. This was a little tea room, and then this is my daughter, and then this is all the ladies that came, of course. Am I in this picture? Yeah, there I am. There's one lady that had left earlier, and then this is some of the food, you guys. Look at this. We had some petit fours. They were, oh my gosh, they were so good. Buttercream. Oh my goodness. And then we had this little tray, I say tray, it's a plate. Had 3 little sampler sandwiches, a scone, a tomato basil cream-based soup with a little crouton, and a little fruit cup. This was so good. Oh, and the tea, y'all. This was like a little toasted almond tea, and it was pink when you poured it out. It was so good. So we're going to do the bridal shower, and I apologize for the glare. I don't know yet, y'all, about this lighting. We'll see. What I thought I would use here is this bloom by, I think it's Cartabella, if I'm not mistaken. It feels like a Cartabella. Does this say Cartabella? Yes, Cartabella. It came in my Scrap Room Flavors of the Month for May. And I've got 3 sheets of paper, so I'm going to have to be a little bit clever here because she had kind of more. But look at this gorgeous little floral. Isn't that beautiful? I might can figure out ways to mess with this. And this is, oh my gosh, you guys, isn't that beautiful? I'm going to have to tweak this a tad, I think, just because I don't know if I have enough paper layers, but I think I can make it work. And these are really pretty. Also, the sticker sheet. And I'll probably get into my letters because I want to put Bridgerton, I hope, bridal shower. We'll see how I can make that work because Bridgerton's a long word. But I do have family. We have some family, but there's also friends. There's family and friends. This will work. These 2 pieces here some kind of way because there's a tag. I'm going to think on this just a tad. Best time is really cute. Anyways, that's what I'm starting with. So I do have this nice cardstock here. I have to think on this just a minute. So that's what I'm starting with. So let me do some thinking and planning, and I'll be back on in a second. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to frame this purple with that cream colored cardstock. So I'm also going to, I trim it down 1/4 inch on each side. And I do that because there's the little shading effect on the outside edges, and I don't want to lose that. And then I also gut it because I have to be a little bit strategic since I only have the 3 sheets of paper and there's kind of multiple layers here. So I'm going to be a little strategic, and I'm going to use this purple and gut it. And do I use the flowers on the back side? I don't know that I use the flowers on the back side, but I will reuse the purple in just a minute as a photo mat. And if you guys hear talking, that's my husband downstairs talking to my mom and my stepdad. And you guys, while I'm doing this part right here, I'm going to just tell you this morning. So we're in this new house. There's a smoke detector in the kitchen directly above the stove. And that sounds like a really good idea, right? So if you were burning something on the stove or something, I'll let you know. Well, the frigging bacon lets off smoke, even if it's not burnt. So my daughter's down there this morning, and I had this happen to me the other day, and I didn't think about telling her, and it set off the smoke alarm, I guess is my point, you guys. And it's really loud, and it's very scary for the poor puppies. And I have learned that if I'm cooking bacon or whatever, to make sure I turn on the vent hood, so it sucks up any of the little smoke pieces. Well, I didn't mention it to her. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't know she was going to cook any bacon. And sure enough, about 7:15, 7:20 this morning, she's cooking bacon, and it sets that smoke alarm off, you guys. And my mom and my stepdad are still asleep. The poor dog's terrified, and it is hugely loud, huge loud noise. So that was our morning already. Okay, so you can see here I've got this gorgeous floral that I cut down to be kind of the main photo, or not main photo, but the main paper square. And then I did take the yellow like ledger paper that's the back side of that, and I cut that into 2 narrow pieces. You don't have to have a whole full piece right, behind papers when you see it on the sketch or whatever. Now there's where I was kind of looking and seeing, could I use any of the ledger piece with the floral? I wasn't sure if I could save it, and I realized I really can't. So I'm going to go and use this green tone-on-tone, like leafy paper as the strip that goes across. And I'm just kind of measuring this out. I make sure, I think it's 5 inches. And then I'll have to cut it down a little bit too. I'll realize I need to kind of cut some sides off. And I initially went to do the whole quarter inch. And then I just went, oh, shoot, Christine, just cut it off. So I'll cut it off in just a second from one side. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I will say that I take my scufferator and I do scuff the edges of all the papers. Not real, like strong scuffing, if you want to call it that. Just kind of a light scuffing. Cartabella has such a great texture and all that. It just screams for a little scuffing on the edges. So here's my 3 photos, and I love these photos, you guys. Like I said, I mentioned that the food was delicious, and I love that group photo. I think it's just sweet, and I love that all the ladies were wearing, floral dresses, and there was a few that were in it's so funny. We didn't send a memo in the sense of like, wear blue or do this, or it was just Bridgerton theme, right? And we had like 4 or 5 ladies wearing blue, and then we had the remainder kind of in a pink, and then we have like, it's so neat that the color palette worked out that way. And my daughter was the only one in like that white dress. So it just looked perfect. I just loved the way this all turned out, even from a photography standpoint. So here I'm matting the 2, or actually I'm at the 3 photos on that cream colored cardstock, the second sheet that came in my little kit. And I will go ahead and double matte the main photo with the remaining purple piece over there. I kind of thought to maybe use the floral that's on the back side, but it just wasn't going to be big enough. And on top of that other really bright floral, I thought it was going to get lost. So I ended up with just the purple. And let's see. In a minute, I'm going to actually use the yellow again. I'm going to pull out my notebook punch, but that'll be in just a second because I did notice that she had a notebook punch paper on there. I don't really end up using the tag. You'll see my solution in a moment. But I was able to do the banner at the top because the sticker sheet has a banner. So I was pretty pleased. This whole collection is just so beautiful. It's called Bloom, and I think it looked really good. I'm just sometimes, it's amazing when you find a photo in the collection and it all just works together. And I always feel like that whole A-Team thing where the guy said, I love it when a plan comes together. It's from the 80s, you guys. That shows how old I am. Anyway, so I'm going to do my little notebook punch thing here. I have to trim that down, and it's going to fit behind. I don't have quite as many layers as she does, really, if I'm honest. So I'd have to tweak this just a tad, but I'm okay with that. I think this turned out beautiful. Let's see. I'm going to hop over into my sticker sheet, I think, next. Nope, I got to put my title down. So I'm going to call it just Bridgerton Bridal. I thought about putting shower, but it wasn't going to really fit with these same letters, and I didn't want to try to, I don't know. I just decided against it because I thought it fit really nicely just with this, and I'm going to bring in my sticker sheet, and I think it looks really pretty. So I struggle, though. I'm not going to lie. In the upper right corner, she had like a floral, well, she had a kind of visual triangle of florals, but she had like a floral pieces in the upper right. And I'm going to struggle with that in just a second. But this little banner here worked out well. I did not bring a string in. I didn't see that she had a string. Normally I would bring a string. I decided against it. I think I was being a tad lazy. But I will add some foam squares like on every other little tag or every other little banner piece in a minute. I don't do it right this second. I'll do it actually off camera because I tend to do like gluing and foam things off camera. But I will add a little bit of foam mini squares underneath the bottom of the little pink tab, or banner piece, the little blue banner piece, and the little right-hand floral banner piece. Those are going to get little pieces of floral, or foam rather. And then I put this little circle here. This would kind of, to me, look like the little Brad. And then I do put a little bee because Bridgerton has like a bee icon or motif or something like that, I guess. So I thought the little bee worked out well. And then I do put this round circle with these little florals. So this is where I'm talking about, like, I started to put like a floral, but because I already had floral paper, I go, well, that's just going to get lost. And so I ended up with this kind of base circle with a little bit of floral, and I think that worked okay. And then this friends and family was perfect. So I'm going to put that on top of the Petit Four picture, basically because they're all the same item being taken a picture of, and you can kind of see it, and it's fine. So I'm going to stick that down there, and then I think I get into the butterflies. I think these butterflies are so pretty, and they look great on the florals. Like, it's kind of like they're landing on the flowers, and I think it looks really pretty. And then I find my little, it says Friends are Flowers in the Garden of Life, and I'll put that in a second, kind of where her tag was. This little floral here, I'll actually put a little bit of foam up underneath it as well. And I'll put little foam pieces underneath the butterfly wings too, you guys, to make it kind of stand up. But here's this little tag. It kind of acts as the tag, and I think this is so cute. And it kind of hides, the chairs that are in the photo that aren't really adding any value. So I think that looks pretty. And I think that's almost all I do, you guys, other than add the foams. I will add one more sticker underneath the Bridgerton word, and it says documented. I don't even think I do that on camera, but you'll see it in the photos. I'm looking through the sticker sheet again, Also, halfway through this, I actually cut it out, but the cats were up here. Saturn was not happy because Oreo was in her space. I ended up giving her a treat. And I like to give her the treat on a plate, and then he gets the treat in the package because he likes to kind of try to get to it. And so we had a little bit of cat drama, but it's okay. I cut it out. And that is my layout, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you do the like and subscribe thing. And also make sure you check out our playlist. All the ladies will be, I say all the ladies. I think all the ladies are playing this week. So go to the playlist. Make sure you check out the original post. We'll have that link in there as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm very excited to be back with Scraplift Crafternoon. We'll see you next time. Bye.